Hello, everyone, and welcome to our video for today. Peace is not passive. So, in our collective unconscious, there seems to be this belief that peace is this apathetic state where you just don't speak up. You don't speak at all. You just stay quiet. And that love is this very genteel, very agreeable state. But what I've come to learn about peace and love is that these are radiant states of being. These are powerful states of being. And these can also be very direct states of being because real peace is active and real love is alive. And a great way to kind of look at this is imagine you're riding bikes with a friend and you can see a hole that maybe they just can't see. Now, if we take this perspective of the collective unconscious of peace being very apathetic, love being very genteel and, soft and agreeable, we might see you trying to warn your friend because you love them. Be like, hey, I just wanted to let you know there's a hole over there. You might fall in it. Very soft, very just, maybe you even like ride up next to them and rub their back and don't stop them from getting into the hole because, oh, I got to comfort you. I got to be really agreeable, type of thing. But the way that I've come to understand peace and love is that they're very active. So that friend is going to raise their voice. That friend is going to get your attention. That friend is going to do their very best to protect you from getting hurt. And so, how can we start to really tell the difference between when we are in peace and love and when we're just kind of sitting in our comfort zones? And it's all based on the way that we feel. And when we are in that state of peace and love, it's again, we feel aligned, we feel empowered, we feel that we are aligned with truth and hope. And not only that, it's not that we are being called out of ourselves, we're actually being called deeper into ourselves. And as we do, there may be a time where you feel like maybe you're saying something that you never thought you would say, but it just bubbles out from you. Or maybe you start to do things that you didn't even know that you were capable of. That's because it's coming from the real you. It's coming from real peace and real love. Now, if we start to go into that whole thing of like, ooh, don't make this weird. Like, oh, I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to be seen as like weird, or I don't want to be judged, or, well, I got to just let it go type of thing, but not really letting it go because it's something you need to let go of, but because I don't want conflict. I don't like that. Then, if we go from that broad, empowered state to shrinking and contracting, well, the big empowered state, that's real peace, that's real love. The contracted state, this is, I don't want to be seen as weird. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to deal with this. I just need to let it go type of thing from, kind of bypassing. That's the word I'm looking for, like that spiritual bypassing of stuff. Oh, I just got to let it go. Then that's when we're in fear. And that's just plain and simple. We're in fear. We're not in love. We're not in peace. We're just in fear. And that's okay, because I want to make one thing very clear, that love and peace are active and they are alive, but there are going to be times, and we have to use our own discernment, that sometimes love is going to be like, that's not yours to fix, or that's not yours to comfort. And that's okay. There are times I have, two beautiful friends that I can think of as like right now off the top of my head. I have one who I know loves me deeply, who would literally burn the world for me if I asked. And yet, this friend will give me a coming to Jesus meeting. Like, this friend's love is Saturn teacher, very direct. And it's because this friend loves me. And I know they love me. But their love is very direct. Like if I start, doubting myself or doing this, it's what? No, we're not doing this. But then I have another beautiful friend who has a different approach, who is a lot more empathetic, and will sit with me in the emotion and hold space from a much more gentler point of view. And again, neither one is wrong, because sometimes I don't need the gentler point of view. Sometimes I need that direct Saturn teacher friend. And sometimes I don't need the direct Saturn teacher friend. Sometimes I need the gentle, loving friend. The key here is it's not about which one is better. It's about which one aligns with you in that moment. Again, there have been times, and where I've been with clients and I felt like I'm Kuan Yin, because I just am like, oh my, this compassion is just pouring out of me. And then there are other times where I've told clients, I've snapped, I mean, literally snapped at them and been like, no, this is not what we are doing. And because they needed that. Love will always guide you, and peace will guide you on where you need to be. So there's this beautiful thing that I learned from Robin Duncan, where she will say, do what feels peaceful and compelling. And with that, okay, so if we look at that in the context of, peace being alive and active, so what are the steps that I can take that are going to help me bring up my peace? What is love guiding me towards as that compelling aspect? So what would love and peace do in this moment? How would love and peace guide me in this moment? What's going to bring up my love or bring up my peace, bring up my compassion, bring me back to an empowered, aligned, truthful state instead of the contracted one? And so we have to remember that we are direct creations of the divine. That means we are fully capable of embodying, transmitting, being used by peace and love. And it's always our choice if we contract or if we expand. And we have to remember that something from A Course in Miracles, and it's just circling in my head right now. And it's basically the first line of the Course. Nothing real, which is you, because you are made out of love, can be threatened. Nothing unreal, the world around us, because it's Maya, it's the illusion. We all experience it, we all go through it, but nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists, and herein lies the peace of God. And again, that's just inviting us to remember what's real. Love is real. Peace is real. These are real states that we can choose to embody, but it's our choice. We have free will, and we are free to choose how we want to feel in any given point in time. And this video isn't here to tell you how you should feel. Instead, it's an invitation to real peace and real love. And so I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being here, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.